Kolo, Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. The one said, men that get life for the truth, the then Yahushai shall rise first. The one said, is the great millstone that taught us the truth. Honestly, you brothers out there teaching 144,000, the elect, the church of the saints, and the one-third men, women, and children. Or you black South Native Americans today, the 12 tribes of Israel. Today's the elections, 11-8. November 8th, tomorrow is 11-9. Backwards to 9/11 destruction. And it's heavy because I saw this video sent by the brother Qadar Shabbat. It says, Feds retreat to underground bunkers, bracing for a huge wave of cyber attacks. And it's heavy because Russia just had a blackout. Their power stations went out. And they have a blackout over there, so who knows what's going on, man, you know? They're bracing for a whole bunch of cyber attack, a wave of cyber attacks, so said a couple of weeks, they were preparing for this, man. A couple of weeks ago, they had the Twitters and the social medias going off on the West Coast. A lot of social media shutdowns. That's the times we're living in, man, you know? I'm going to play this clip.
Get this, the feds are actually retreating to underground bunkers, bracing for a huge wave of cyber attacks that could throw the election into chaos. This story actually comes to us out of NBC News, of all places. Ken Dilianian for NBC reports that the U.S. government is gearing up for an unprecedented effort to protect Tuesday's presidential election from cyber attack. That's according to U.S. officials who reported to NBC, quote, there are a lot of eyes on this presidential election, more than there normally would be, according to a senior Obama administration official. They stated here that cyber centers at the Department of Homeland Security, the Justice Department, and the FBI, as well as the Pentagon and the CIA and other intelligence agencies, will be on alert with extra staff hunting for any possible threat, according to the officials. Get this. This is where it gets crazy. The concern is so high, intelligence officials told NBC that for the very first time, hundreds of military and intelligence cyber experts who work out of top-secret facilities, including underground bunkers, will be monitoring intelligence about the U.S. presidential election. They state here that they will react to any threat to the federal government's communication and command systems. They also stated, quote, it's all hands on deck, a senior intelligence official said. Of course, you know they're going to be handling the classified information better than Hillary Clinton would be, right? They say here U.S. officials have accused Russia of using cyber operations to meddle in the election, hacking into Democratic Party accounts, and leaking the material to embarrass the Hillary Clinton campaign. Of course, other reports state that that information has come from within Washington, D.C. itself, and not actually outside. Now, they say here that American officials are worried Russia will use its cyber capabilities to try to disrupt the presidential election itself, possibly by releasing fake documents and creating bogus social media accounts designed to spread misinformation. Let's see. Who likes to create bogus documents? Oh, the Obama administration. Well, who creates bogus social media accounts? Oh, Hillary Clinton. Oh, yes, you recall the super PAC that had armies of trolls? Remember that? That whole big story? So maybe the federal government should be monitoring the Clinton administration rather than the Russians, right? But of course, that's a popular meme that the Clinton campaign likes to push. Oh, it's the Russians are coming, the Russians. Anyway, what are your thoughts on this? Going into the bunkers for the election. Insane. Comment below, subscribe for updates. If you like what we're doing here at the Next News Network, give us a thumbs up. And please share this report on your social network. Remember to hit that little bell on the way out when you subscribe so you get notifications when new information drops. For the Next News Network, I'm Gary Franchi.
2 Peter 3:10. But the day of the Lord will come as a thief in the night, in which the heavens shall pass away from the great noise, and the elements shall melt with fervent heat. The earth also and the works therein shall be burnt up. So the Lord's going to come like a thief in the night, man. Saying that all these things shall be dissolved, what manner of persons ought ye to be in holy conversations and godliness, looking for and hasting unto the coming of the day of the God, Yahweh, wherein the heavens shall, being on fire shall be dissolved, and the elements shall melt with fervent heat. You know? Because America's going to be destroyed real soon, basically. This is an act of war. When you set up sanctions against North Korea and Russia, you're disrupting their economy. You're fucking with the people of that country. And that's what America's doing, man. So the war's already here. You know what I'm saying? It just gotta man. It just gotta be a economic collapse, which is it's gonna happen any day now. Saying there's more homelessness now than the Great Depression. You know, people losing their jobs left and right, companies closing down on Thanksgiving. You know, whoever heard of that? The highest revenues is Thanksgiving, and then Black Friday, and then Christmas. Which all that's pagan, all that's the slaughtering of our people, and it was selling our people in auction blocks at discount prices. But America is going to be destroyed very soon, man. Thus save the Lord. You know, the new rulership's coming, which is going to be Yahushua, the King of Kings, and the House of David. You know, 144,000. 1/3. Men, women, and children are part of the elect. Keep your eyes on it, man. Today's the so-called elections, which that shit's rigged anyway. We're going to see what happens, though. Stay in the spirit. Kolo Yahweh Shem Yahushai. Shalom to the House of David, the Church of the Saints. 1/3. The elect. Men, women, and children are part of the elect. Shalom. Stay in prophecy. Shalom.